I teach at school.
I teach at school.
The cat sleeps on the couch.
The cat sleeps on the couch.
They play football on Sundays.
They play football on Sundays.
She goes to school daily.
She goes to school daily.
He reads the newspaper in the morning.
He reads the newspaper in the morning.
I cook dinner.
I cook dinner.
We walk to the park.
We walk to the park.
The teacher explains lessons.
The teacher explains lessons.
She writes in her diary.
She writes in her diary.
They watch TV at night.
They watch TV at night.
He drives to work.
He drives to work.
The sun sets in the west.
The sun sets in the west.
I drink tea with breakfast.
I drink tea with breakfast.
She teaches math.
She teaches math.
We visit the zoo monthly.
We visit the zoo monthly.
They run in the park.
They run in the park.
He fixes bicycles.
He fixes bicycles.
The dog barks at strangers.
The dog barks at strangers.
She enjoys reading.
She enjoys reading.
We have meetings on Tuesdays.
We have meetings on Tuesdays.
They clean on weekends.
They clean on weekends.
He plays chess.
He plays chess.
The store closes at 8 p.m.
The store closes at 8 p.m.
She paints landscapes.
She paints landscapes.
I listen to music while working.
I listen to music while working.
We celebrate New Year's.
We celebrate New Year's.
They eat lunch together.
They eat lunch together.
He takes nature photos.
He takes nature photos.
The children draw in art class.
The children draw in art class.
She drinks water often.
She drinks water often.
We travel by train.
We travel by train.
They study for exams.
They study for exams.
He plants flowers.
He plants flowers.
The baby smiles often.
The baby smiles often.
I write emails.
I write emails.
We shop for groceries weekly.
We shop for groceries weekly.
She sings in a choir.
She sings in a choir.
They cook different meals.
They cook different meals.
He jogs in the morning.
He jogs in the morning.
The company sells electronics.
The company sells electronics.
I learn new words daily.
I learn new words daily.
She practices piano.
She practices piano.
We host dinner parties monthly.
We host dinner parties monthly.
They visit friends on holidays.
They visit friends on holidays.
He checks his phone often.
He checks his phone often.
The restaurant opens at 10 a.m.
The restaurant opens at 10 a.m.
She walks her dog.
She walks her dog.
We have breakfast together.
We have breakfast together.
They explore new restaurants.
They explore new restaurants.
He reads before bed.
He reads before bed.
The river flows through the valley.
The river flows through the valley.
The chef makes dishes.
The chef makes dishes.
My friend calls nightly.
My friend calls nightly.
Birds sing in the morning.
Birds sing in the morning.
Kids play in the yard.
Kids play in the yard.
She writes poetry often.
She writes poetry often.
The sun rises early.
The sun rises early.
He teaches history.
He teaches history.
The librarian organizes books.
The librarian organizes books.
They hike in the mountains.
They hike in the mountains.
The artist creates sculptures.
The artist creates sculptures.
She makes jewelry.
She makes jewelry.
We meet for coffee.
We meet for coffee.
The mechanic fixes cars.
The mechanic fixes cars.
Flowers bloom in spring.
Flowers bloom in spring.
The librarian reads to kids.
The librarian reads to kids.
He practices yoga daily.
He practices yoga daily.
The waiter serves food.
The waiter serves food.
We explore trails.
We explore trails.
She decorates cakes.
She decorates cakes.
He answers emails.
He answers emails.
The baker makes bread.
The baker makes bread.
The gardener waters plants.
The gardener waters plants.
The actor performs.
The actor performs.
She knits sweaters.
She knits sweaters.
We watch documentaries.
We watch documentaries.
The pilot flies planes.
The pilot flies planes.
The musician composes.
The musician composes.
They organize events.
They organize events.
The dentist checks teeth.
The dentist checks teeth.
She volunteers at shelters.
She volunteers at shelters.
The scientist experiments.
The scientist experiments.
The coach trains athletes.
The coach trains athletes.
We attend exhibitions.
We attend exhibitions.
The chef uses fresh ingredients.
The chef uses fresh ingredients.
Kids play after school.
Kids play after school.
He fixes electronics.
He fixes electronics.
She leads yoga classes.
She leads yoga classes.
The technician installs software.
The technician installs software.
We visit the library.
We visit the library.
The florist arranges flowers.
The florist arranges flowers.
He teaches English.
He teaches English.
The author writes novels.
The author writes novels.
We picnic in the park.
We picnic in the park.
The dog fetches balls.
The dog fetches balls.
She sketches portraits.
She sketches portraits.
The nurse cares for patients.
The nurse cares for patients.
He builds furniture.
He builds furniture.
The chef makes special meals.
The chef makes special meals.
The actor rehearses roles.
The actor rehearses roles.
The student writes notes during class.
The student writes notes during class.
He paints houses.
He paints houses.
The nurse administers medication.
The nurse administers medication.
The mechanic tunes engines.
The mechanic tunes engines.
They attend workshops regularly.
They attend workshops regularly.
She sells handmade crafts.
She sells handmade crafts.
The electrician repairs wiring.
The electrician repairs wiring.
The librarian manages book collections.
The librarian manages book collections.
We enjoy weekend getaways.
We enjoy weekend getaways.
The musician practices scales.
The musician practices scales.
She arranges flowers for events.
She arranges flowers for events.
The scientist analyzes data.
The scientist analyzes data.
He designs websites.
He designs websites.
The chef experiments with recipes.
The chef experiments with recipes.
They organize charity events.
They organize charity events.
The artist draws caricatures.
The artist draws caricatures.
She helps with community projects.
She helps with community projects.
The baker decorates cakes.
The baker decorates cakes.
We explore new hobbies.
We explore new hobbies.
The photographer captures landscapes.
The photographer captures landscapes.
She prepares lesson plans.
She prepares lesson plans.
The tour guide leads groups.
The tour guide leads groups.
They conduct research in labs.
They conduct research in labs.
The pilot checks instruments.
The pilot checks instruments.
The vet examines animals.
The vet examines animals.
He delivers packages.
He delivers packages.
The coach motivates players.
The coach motivates players.
The technician repairs appliances.
The technician repairs appliances.
They practice martial arts.
They practice martial arts.
The teacher grades assignments.
The teacher grades assignments.
She manages social media accounts.
She manages social media accounts.
The gardener plants vegetables.
The gardener plants vegetables.